rotation because I think one of the cameras was wrong. Ryan. Oh. Sarge, no. Ryan. If you can, it's the 75th day of the week, of the day of the month of the year. Do you mind doing the coverage for me? And we do have some flood warnings in effect. I want to show you that. We do have official flood warnings finally for the first time today. And those are for the not for the Connecticut River anymore, so that's a bad news. But other rivers are under minor flood warnings. We do have one storm teacher over Monticello, and that is Austin Dozer. But send me over to Ryan Hall, y'all, for the first time. Hold on, Ryan.
Storm.
Assignment so grounded.
I'm monitoring your screens. Make sure everyone is doing their work.
About to get hit by that wall of wind and rain here in Maryland, and this is in Catonsville.
Nice try. You thought you could get away with it. Thought so. Now stop wasting time and open the assignment folder.
By the way, Andy's Y'all Watch perfectly almost aligned with this new severe thunderstorm warning for Baltimore, Carroll, and Harford counties. We've got a tornado possible, Y'all Watch, with a little bit of rotation here between Butler and Phoenix. Towson, you guys have got a severe thunderstorm coming in right now. Get ready for the strong winds up to 60 miles per hour and wind gusts, maybe even higher than that, and a little bit of hail too. Still not seeing a lot of lightning with this, but it's still a strong storm coming into the areas north of Baltimore. Now, downtown Baltimore, you're going to get hit too. This is what the storm looks like coming into the western side of Baltimore right now. And coming back down to Florida, we're continuing to watch this storm go up towards Christmas. Yeah, I know why the storms in Maryland don't have lightning. The Florida storms have stolen all of the lightning. It's all down here. Yeah, it did, Jared. Joe's popped up.
Hi, James. Where's your ID?
I actually put it at.
If you're just now tuning in, we're tracking storms over here
had it
on
in
the
the
East
coma.
Coast, but we
It
had
fell
big
out.
storms
It fell
last
off
night
again?
as well. Storm chaser Rod McVeigh has shown us some drone
Did it break?
footage
It did.
of
Do you want me to try to punch a hole in
some
those
significant
spots?
tornado damage that
Yeah.
took place last
Okay.
night
Remind me later on.
in
tomorrow,
the Five
okay?
Points,
In the morning?
Tennessee area.
We'll try.
And
fix it?
look, it's snowing.
Okay.
It's snowing right now. But yeah, this is the tornado that happened last night. We were live during this. And unfortunately, it's done some pretty significant damage out here. Yeah, it's completely destroyed some of these mobile homes. Yeah, this is where, if you guys were watching last night, this is where Brett Adair pulled up. This is the car that Brett was focused on. And, you know, he was like, where are the mobile homes? We couldn't see back here if they had gotten blown back against the trees. Or, I believe that's what that is. Pretty nuts. So once again, if you're just now, and that is a live view of some tornado damage from Tennessee, right on the Tennessee-Alabama border from last night. Coming back over here to Baltimore, strong storm continues to move in. We do have cameras. Somebody asked if we had cameras in Towson. I mean, we got these traffic cameras. That's about it. And you can see that the wind and the rain is going to be pretty strong as it comes in. This is what it looks like just to the west of town. And this is what it's coming for you in the Towson University area, Lutherville, all the way up there towards Long Green. Stronger winds could be coming up towards Phoenix and Sweet Air right now. Let's go back down to Florida, though, where in Marion and Putnam and Alachua County, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds coming into Citra. This is southeast of Gainesville. But it's definitely a strong storm with lots of rain, lots of lightning, too. Get ready for that. It's north of Ocala. Back up to North Carolina. This storm is, this warning is probably about to expire. The storms that were popping up around Greenville and New Bern have kind of washed out a little bit. There's just some rain here. We do have another line of stronger storms coming in on the Goldsboro side. We'll see what happens with that. But some of the more interesting stuff is now taking place over here where Jaden is, near Plymouth and Roper. We do have some rotation right next to Jaden Pappenheim's location. I'm interested in hearing what he's got to say.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like sometimes those storms kind of lose their luster when they get closer. But it has a nice signature on it. It almost on reflectivity earlier, it kind of had that
Go get something to drink. Be right back.
look to it, which a lot of water supercells have too. I'd say if I could be anywhere, that's the one I would want to be over by. If I could teleport anywhere. That's still sitting over 33,000 feet echo top, so. Yeah, that's more of a supercell, so this one's more likely to not be killed by land. But we'll see. Getting nervous because I haven't seen one cop yet. And I'm like, where are they all going to be at? I just met one.
So that's what's going on out there. We're still tracking the rotation out there near Big Swamp. we're going to keep on that. We also got another new severe thunderstorm warning in Florida, and a good chunk of Andy's Y'all Watch here. This is going to be for Jacksonville again. Jacksonville, Florida, get ready. And Punta Verde Beach. It's coming back towards your area. Dang, what was this? Here's a larger structure that was hit by the tornado last night in Five Points, Tennessee. I have not seen this yet.
A new tornado warning has been
Ponte
issued.
Vedra. Daggone it, dude. What is this? Wait. What is this? Chickens? There ain't no way. There's no way this is chickens right now. Is this what everybody was talking about last night with the flying chickens? Like, were they being serious? This is unbelievable. I thought people were being dumb. People were literally talking about flying chickens last night. Guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is an unfortunate situation where we had a significant damage to what looks like a large chicken house in Five Points, Tennessee. That happened last night. I didn't know what that was. I had no idea. But we did get a news tornado warning in South Carolina, of all places. Where we have some rotation here, north and east of Spring Gully and northwest of Georgetown. There is some rotation right here coming up towards Ann, Plantersville, St. Paul's, and Mulberry Landing. So this is going to be just to the south and west of Myrtle Beach. We do have a tornado warning now for this area. $8,900 people affected. There's 4,000 homes in the path. Some other stuff that's in the path here include Ann, Moyd, Mulberry Landing, Pringle Heights, Ramsey Grove, and St. Paul's. So take shelter now if you're in South Carolina. And yes, this storm is eventually going to come up there towards the Myrtle Beach area. So we need to be ready for that. All right, Waldorf, you guys are about to get hit here by your storm. Make sure you're indoors and away from windows. We had some strong wind gusts come through La Plata earlier. Now that's going over towards Prince Frederick. Delaware, we're having a lot of rain over here, which is going to keep the instability down. But the storms are coming towards you in Delaware, but it's not an immediate threat. We will let you know, obviously, whenever they get closer. A couple hours probably before we have to worry about that. Towson, storm still coming in on your western side. Severe thunderstorm warning still continues for Baltimore, Carroll, and Hartford County for the next 25 minutes. It's coming into downtown Baltimore right now. This is what it looks like out there. We're going to have some gusty winds, not a lot of lightning, and some heavy rain. That's going to be the extent of it in Baltimore. Somebody in Baltimore is actually sharing their live feed with me. So this is a viewer right now in the Baltimore area showing us what it looks like out there as the storm approaches. You can see those low-hanging clouds. You can see the shelf cloud approaching. Once that brighter area gets to you, that's when you're going to start seeing those winds potentially up to 50, 60 miles per hour, maybe even some small hail. You're probably going to want to get away from those. Actually, you know what? There's no lightning really, so like you might not, you might be okay on top of the parking garage there. But thank you so much, viewer, for sending us this live view. You are our expert storm chaser today. Who needs Jim Cantori when you've got people out there on the WeatherWise app? That once again, that person was out there near Lansdowne, and they were showing us the storm coming into Baltimore right now. Get indoors and away from windows. And even if we don't have lightning, we still got very strong winds that can bring down trees that are potentially coming into the Baltimore area now. Dude, this is either a big tornado or it lasted a while. Or this was just a huge area of RFD winds. Like I can't tell exactly I haven't been paying enough attention to see if this is a long track situation or if this is all like in a big circular radial area that he's panning around to. Definitely looks like tornado damage. Severe thunderstorm warning down here for Bradford and Clay counties in Florida. The storm is getting more and more intense out here in Florida. Orlando, you're fine for now. We're really watching stuff up to your north. This storm coming up towards Palm Coast is looking pretty interesting. We've got a little bit of a hook on it, a little bit of low-level rotation. There is a tornado possible. Severe thunderstorm warning for this. That's going to be going right up towards Palm Coast. Ponte Vedra looks ominous out there. We're looking out to sea at this storm, but there's more storms behind that coming in right now. And then Amelia Island is looking a little soggy right now too. But yeah, we got a long line of severe storms from Jacksonville down past Gainesville towards Ocala, moving towards St. Augustine and Daytona Beach. Y'all get ready. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, in Pennsylvania. You heard that right. Pennsylvania, tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster and York counties. Got a little bit of rotation coming over Red Lion towards Lancaster. You got to get indoors and away from windows out here. There's 8 of you guys checking in this right now. Somebody says, York says, holy rain. Just a lot of rain here, Ron. Thank you for that update. They did just go ahead and upgrade this to a severe thunderstorm warning, though. Must be some stronger wind gusts trying to push through towards Lancaster. So I would stay indoors and away from windows just in case. This is what it looks like out there in Strasburg. All right, so they've extended our warning over here for the storm that just passed Washington, D.C. They've extended this out to Annapolis now. Anne Arundel, Calvert, Charles, Prince George's, and Baltimore City counties out here in Maryland are now under a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible indication on it. We've got about 800,000 people in the path of this one. Glen Burnie, Bowie, Odenton, Severna Park, Clinton, Annapolis, all these places are in the direct path here of 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's going to be the main thing. We do have the Luminous Health Center in the path here. We've got the family campground out there at the Joint Base Andrews area and the Old Mill High. All these places are in the path of this dangerous storm. You're going to want to get indoors and away from windows. It just got really dark here, and the rain is coming soon. That's what somebody says right on the front side of this storm. Somebody said the winds are picking up out there, too. By the way, Baltimore, Maryland, you guys are still under your severe thunderstorm warning. It's coming into the downtown area right now. Let's go back down here to Florida. 19 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning for Jacksonville. It's coming through town right now with 60-mile-per-hour winds. How are we doing in Florida? Somebody says, is this the last storm we'll get tonight? Yeah, I mean, it's going to last a while. You'll have on and off rain and storms for the next couple of hours, but once that's done, then you'll have some of that stratiform rain, some of that long-lasting moderate rain for a while, and then, yeah, you'll be done. It'll just take a while. It's not going to be over quickly. By the way, the environment over the ocean here is actually pretty prime for tornadoes. I see a large area of rotation trying to come together out here. There's probably at some point today going to be a big water spout somewhere. A Sharknado. The good news is that it's not going to, it won't impact land. This is going way out to sea. By the way, out here in Perkins County, I think that, or Perkins, however you say it, in North Carolina, and Chowan County in North Carolina, we've got another Y'all Watch area. Okay, so meteorologist Andy Hill is watching the rotation up here approaching Holiday Island, Burgess, and Nixonton. This is the same area we were talking about earlier. This area was under a tornado warning just like an hour ago or something. And now we got another one of these low-level rotating mini supercells that's coming right up towards you. So y'all watch out. There's no warning with this one, but there might be here soon. Jaden Pappenheim is on it. So if something's going to happen out here, we'll see it from his vantage point. Brandon Montgomery is inside of that severe thunderstorm, by the way, that is coming up towards Plymouth right now. This is what it looks like out there.
Pretty wet.
That's pretty intense.
Very windy. Can't really see anything. Very windy.
Honestly, that looks more intense in real life than it does on radar. I'm kind of surprised.
We are getting humbled right here, guys. Yeah, this place will probably be gone.
All right, so that's the severe winds that are coming through areas just north and west of Belhaven. Check it out. We just got a new tornado warning in line with Andy's Y'all
has been
Watch.
issued.
There's another verified Y'all Watch from meteorologist Andy Hill. Big time rotation here near Holiday Island. A tornado warning now in effect for Camden, Pasquotank, and Perkins counties in North Carolina. Let's take shelter in Elizabeth City. It's official. We have a tornado warning in Elizabeth City.
Okay. Okay.
You got anybody out here that lives out here? There's only 3 people checking in on the WeatherWise app right now inside of this warning. Let's make sure everybody knows that there's a tornado warning out here for Elizabeth City. There's a pretty good amount of rotation right here coming up towards Holiday Island right now. And if this produces a tornado, it'll happen between Burgess and Durant's Neck, Woodville, Nixonton, and then right up there towards Elizabeth City. This is a dangerous storm. If you're just now tuning in, we're kind of shifting our focus here to North Carolina and Southeast Virginia, where the Storm Prediction Center is warning that the severe threat is maximizing right now. National Weather Service is, they just put out a mesoscale discussion highlighting this exact corridor for an increasing threat of 60 to 80 mile per hour winds and tornadoes. And yeah, that we've got a tornado warning now for Camden, Pasquotank, whatever you say, Perkins counties in North Carolina until 3:30. Radar showing rotation near Snug Harbor, and it's moving very fast to the northeast, 55 miles per hour. It's going to be in Elizabeth City in no time. Let's go back here to Florida, Duval County, Florida. You guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is Jacksonville, points east over to Ponte Vedra Beach. We've got 1 tornado warning right now. Here's the current situation. I'm sorry. 2 tornado warnings. We still have the tornado warning down here for 10 more minutes in South Carolina. That rotation is still with us, okay? So if you're up here near Bucksport, you're not under a tornado warning yet, but you might want to pay attention to this. They might expand that. What they did do is they did actually expand the severe thunderstorm warning all the way up past Myrtle Beach and Conway. So now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Horry County in South Carolina, and that's going to be the tornado warning storm coming up towards you, okay? Then Greenville, North Carolina, you've got new severe thunderstorm warning. A strong storm coming in right now. You've had light rain all day. This is going to be the strongest storm that you've had so far coming into the Greenville area. Right here, this rotation could be a tornado trying to come together right now. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and stay away from windows. Coming back down here to Florida real quick, this is what it looks like out there at Flagler Beach. Yeah, so we're jumping back and forth between Florida and North Carolina a lot, but if you are in northeastern North Carolina up into the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, you should be paying close attention right now. We still have an active tornado warning for Camden and Pasquotank counties, including the Elizabeth City area. But the bigger picture is that we are looking at this area all the way up into southeast Virginia as our greatest severe weather threat zone for the next few hours. So this corridor right here is going to be where we have the best chance for severe weather over the next few hours. Make sure your phones are charged, your weather radio is on, and you know exactly where your safe room is. The storms are moving so fast, like 60 miles an hour. So when a warning is issued, you're not going to have much time to react. Here's another shot from Wisconsin. People are sending this stuff in to ryanhallyall.com/submit. A lot of our friends up there in the north are getting literally buried right now in snow. This is 35 inches of snow out here in Marquette County, Michigan. A 42-inch Yallometer is about buried out there. Alicia, thank you for sending that in. Shelf Cloud coming into King George, Virginia. There's another one in Virginia. Thank you, Chelsea, for sending that in. Chris is showing us the flooding out there on the west side between 495 and Maryland and Virginia. Holy smokes. The road is a river, man. Oh my gosh. Hopefully everybody's safe. That came to us from Chris out there. Once again, thank you, Chris, for sending that in. Flying trampoline alert in Tennessee last night. And here's some snow today in Rome, Georgia. Let's go over and see what's going on with our shelf cloud over here in Annapolis. Storm's getting closer to you guys in Annapolis. Get ready. It's coming in. You can see it coming in the distance there. When that lighter area gets to you, it's time to get indoors and away from windows. Let's go back down here to the south. We got a low confidence tornado y'all watch from meteorologist Andy Hill. Got some rotation down here near the Mayo Clinic, moving up towards Jacksonville Beach and Ponte Vedra Beach. Right there's your rotation near the Mayo Clinic right now. No warning on this. I mean, there is a severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage threat, so we are expecting up to 70-mile-per-hour winds to hit a lot of these places right now. So hopefully everybody's aware and they're off the beaches. Amelia Island looks empty compared to, well, it is empty. There was a lot of people out here earlier. Citrus County, Florida, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning now. This is Pine Ridge, Spring Hill, and Bushnell. Citrus, Hernando, and Sumter counties. This is going to be in effect for the next 37 minutes. Let's go back up to our tornado warning in... Okay, I'll look at Virginia right here in a second. Elizabeth City, we still have a good hook right here. We still have a tornado potentially coming together, coming up towards Nixonton. Somebody is checking in saying that we got some heavy rain and some good gusts just now. That's coming up towards Elizabeth City. Take shelter in Elizabeth City. You are under a tornado warning. I'm being asked to check in on Virginia, and the area that we are not concerned about in Virginia is going to be areas west of Richmond, Charlottesville, Lynchburg. You guys are done. The storm's over for you. But from around Richmond, point south and east, we do have an area of interest. You see the red circled area? This is where the Storm Prediction Center is watching the maximized severe weather threat over the next couple of hours. Specifically down here around Virginia Beach. We've got to watch these storms closely. This storm down here near Elizabeth City is going to go up towards Currituck next, and then straight up towards Virginia Beach. So we've got to watch these storms. Right now, it's just some heavy rain going through Newport News and Suffolk. But we're going to keep up with this as the storms continue to move off to the east-northeast. Be nice to Y'allbot. I am nice to Y'allbot. You guys would throw up if you knew how much it costs to run Y'allbot. Okay? We are so nice to Y'allbot. You don't even know.
We beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, it looks like there's another area of rotation right here, right behind the one that the warning was issued for Elizabeth City. So don't let your guard down after this first storm goes by in Elizabeth City. There's another little area of rotation right behind it. There's also a little pocket of rotation over here near Sign Pine. I love that name, Sign Pine. It's moving up towards Greens Fork in North Carolina right now. Oh, and look, we're starting to see some lightning on these storms, a little bit more. Definitely seeing more flashes. Now, I don't know what the strat is out here. A lot of our storm chasers are way out here on the Outer Banks. And I guess they're awaiting these cells right here to come up through the Outer Banks area. There is a chance that these will be rotating enough to produce tornadoes and water spouts. This little guy right here is rotating, so they're going to try to catch this on the Outer Banks. Look at Corey Gherkin. They're just, they're going as far out to sea as possible to try to get in that environment where the tornado conditions are a little bit more primed. Tornado warning continues for Elizabeth City for 18 more minutes. Let's stay in that safe spot. Bit of wind. Lots of wind and rain. Yeah, so you're getting wind and rain up here in Elizabeth City right now in Tanglewood. This down here is actually the part that we're most concerned about for the potential tornado. It's getting ready to go right over Nixonton. It's not raining at all in Nixonton, I bet. It's about to, and that's also where the tornado potentially is about to go, or at least the funnel cloud, the rotating mesocyclone, whatever it is that we've got going on right now. We are tracking a very dangerous radar-indicated tornado warning for Camden, Pasquotank, and Perkins counties in northeastern North Carolina. Storms moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. If you're at the Elizabeth City State University, Whitehall Shores, or anywhere in Camden, you need to be in an interior room on the lowest floor immediately. This is a fast-moving storm. Don't wait for the sirens. Don't wait until you can see something. Don't go out in the front porch. We do have storm chasers in the area, including storm chaser Jaden Pappenheim just to the south. And they are reporting incredibly gloomy, wet, deteriorating conditions. Stay in your safe room until the National Weather Service gives the all clear at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Severe thunderstorm warning out here for Bradford, Clay, and Putnam counties in Florida continues for 32 more minutes. Oh, we need a y'all watch for the fish right here. Right here, Sharknado might be coming together right here. No joke, some of our greatest areas of rotation and like our most tornado primed storms right now are way out to sea. This one, if this was on land, we'd be watching that one like a hawk. They don't issue tornado warnings out in the sea. So we won't see a y'all watch for that, but I will. You know what? I'm going to make a new product for myself. Fish y'all watches. Somebody said it's plumb wild out here. Is that right? Rain's coming down, that's for sure. Lots of lightning. Somebody said thanks for all you do. No problem. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully the weather's over for you guys soon, and you get to not have to worry about all this rain and storms and stuff. It will be over at some point. Like, we're done in Tallahassee for the day, for the most part. We're mostly done in Gainesville, too. Myrtle Beach, yep, you got a storm going just to the north and west of town. Going through Conway right now. This is what it looks like in Conway, South Carolina. Heavy rain coming down. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for Hickory Grove, North Myrtle Beach, up there towards Tabor City. In the actual Myrtle Beach area, I don't think that this is going to be hitting you. It looks like the storm's going to stay to the north, but this will not be your last opportunity for a storm today. There will be multiple storms in Myrtle Beach. More are on the way. Coming back into our friends in Elizabeth City where we have that tornado warning. Rotation is still with us. So take shelter in Elizabeth City. Check out the blizzard up there in Michigan. US Highway 10 is usually just past the tree. It's plumb crazy in Michigan right now. By the way, if you didn't know, the reason the weather intensity score is so high right now, it's not because of the severe weather. It's mostly because of this blizzard. This is one of our most impactful things that we have going on right now. The wind's picking up out there. That's on that Pasquotank County, North Carolina storm. Thank you so much for sending this in. You can see it's wrapped in rain. If there's a tornado in there, you can't see it. It's shielded behind that wall of rain. Make sure you get indoors, away from windows as that comes in. This is what it looks like out there in Palm Coast, Florida. This is from Jared Smith. I'm off US 100 before the bridge takes you over to Flagler Beach. Dang. Corey said he wants to chase with a jet ski. Now, that would be something else. If those chasers went out there on the Outer Banks and they was like, I need to go farther east, and they got on jet skis, now that would be something else. Hey, Jared, thanks for sending that. That's plumb wild. Blizzard's ongoing in Wisconsin. Whiteout conditions right now up there in Waupaca County. Dude. Literally buried in snow. Oh my gosh. Snow out there in Winchester, Kentucky. And by the way, it's starting to accumulate here. The ground's white outside of the weather house right now. So there's those flying trampolines from earlier. Another look at the storm coming into Maryland from Ham. Dang. Florida, you guys are getting some awesome videos. Hey, Will, thanks for sending this in from Jacksonville, Florida. Guys, only if you can do so safely. If you ever want to send in pictures and videos, you can do that on my website, RyanHallYall.com. There's a button up top that says submit. Or you can just go ahead and type RyanHallYall.com/submit. "24 inches of snow in Winnebago County, Wisconsin. The snow has accumulated to 18 inches in Marquette County, Wisconsin. Hey, there's some mammatus clouds in Florida. Thank you, Mo. Thank you again, Mo. 3 to 4 feet of snow right now in Michigan. I love snow. I don't know about you guys, but I love snow. But this is too much snow. We had the same conversation the other day whenever we had the big snow in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. It was about like this. And like even in places that get a lot of snow, this is an abnormal amount of snow. And this is just too much. Nice time lapse. Okay, YALLBOT's calling, and it's telling me that 60 viewers are asking for a status update on the Mid-Atlantic. The reason I'm not going to answer that is because, honestly, I got all the information I needed from that. Sometimes YALLBOT will call, and I feel like I need more information, and I'll answer it. We're working on YALLBOT. Don't worry, we're not getting rid of YALLBOT. I'm not being mean to YALLBOT. We're just working out some of the bugs. Right as soon as I watch this time lapse, I'm going to do an update on the Mid-Atlantic. I promise. But this is in Orange County, Florida. There's too many bugs right now with YALLBOT to answer every call. Like if I pick it up and it starts hooting and hollering about some random nonsense, I'm liable to go unplug it. So we've got to be careful. All right, Mid-Atlantic update. Here's what's going on. Okay, from Virginia Beach up to New York City. We've got a dry slide, a pretty quiet area here between Richmond and Waldorf. Okay, so Waldorf just got hit by a strong storm. There's nothing going on in Richmond. I don't know if we'll get anything else in Richmond today. We do have a viewer in Richmond sharing their feed with me, and this is what it looks like out there. It doesn't look very conducive for severe weather. It's dreary. It's soggy. There's not a lot of sun, and it looks like the it looks normal. Thank you for sharing that. But it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of opportunities here for, storms. So I think that the severe threat has been completely averted pretty much between Raleigh and Richmond, to be honest with you. However, east of that, in the Delmarva area up towards Salisbury, Delaware, and especially down here around Virginia Beach, we are concerned about these storms moving up towards your area and producing damaging winds and tornadoes. We are continuing to monitor this storm as it comes out of Annapolis and moves over towards Dover. And we're going to continue to monitor this line of storms coming out of Pennsylvania here, moving towards Philadelphia and Trenton. None of these areas are experiencing sunshine right now. So instability is not rising very much. Everything that's happening right now is completely driven by all the wind shear. Good thing there's a lot of it, or else literally nothing would be happening today. Yeah, that's what's going on with that. I do think that Raleigh, we're done. I don't think that there's any more storms coming to Raleigh. We'll have to wait and see on Washington to see if something happens along this cold front back here, but it's looking pretty quiet up there too. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 23 more minutes. Ephrata and Leola, you guys are next in line here for some strong winds. And then let's go back down to Marion County, Florida, in Ocala. Ocala, you guys are getting hit pretty hard right now by a strong storm. And that's going to continue to move on up into the Ocala National Forest area, and then eventually up towards Panoma Park. Watch out. Storms definitely overperformed in some areas yesterday. I think a lot of people will say that today's forecast or today's storms underperformed in a lot of places. Yesterday was kind of a different story. Here's what happened in 5 Points, Tennessee with that big tornado out there. This is a live shot, by the way. This is live right now from storm chaser Rod McVay. Ephrata is, I don't know. So once again, to all my weather weenies out there who might be disappointed that the storms weren't terrible, like really bad in your area, let's be thankful for a moment that we're not having to deal with this right now. Am I right? We all love a good storm, but this destruction on a level much higher than this was possible today. And I think it's a good thing that for the most part, so far, we have avoided it. The day's not over, though. Putnam and St. Johns County in Florida, we are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 21 more minutes. We got strong winds out there, gusting between 45 and 55 miles per hour. That's going to continue. And then up here in Kent County, Maryland, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Chestertown and Centerville. Storm's about to come through Annapolis right now. Looks like a lot of our cameras have gone down out here around Annapolis. I don't know if we lost power or what, but strong area of winds coming through Annapolis. And that's going to move across the bay here and go towards Chestertown and Centerville. Dover, you're next in line after that. Thank goodness you've had all this rain all day because the instability has not really had time to increase that much. Let's go back down to Camden County, North Carolina, where we do have a tornado warning continuing for 5 more minutes for Elizabeth City. Let's stay sheltered for 5 more minutes. Can we do that, Elizabeth City? Dang, that's a camper. Another reminder of why it is so bad to be inside of one of these during a tornado warning. This is a great reminder of that. Where would you have rather been in this situation? Inside of this, or somewhere off to the left in a ditch down here? I promise your odds of survival exponentially increase if you're literally laying on the open ground versus being inside of that. Well, yeah, obviously neither. A lot of people in chat are saying, I don't want to be in either of those. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you are in the camper and there's a tornado coming, sometimes I'll say, like, abandon the mobile home. People will freak out, like, oh my God, I can't believe you tell people to go outside in the tornado. It's like, well, obviously that's not optimal, but it's better than this. Snowing, by the way. That's another incredible thing about what we're looking at here. It is snowing. Unreal. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, your severe thunderstorm's coming through town right now. It's going to go towards this town, E-Town. I forgot how you guys told me to say it. Ephrata, something like that. And then New Holland, Intercourse, and Paradise next. Intercourse and Paradise right here. Horry County, South Carolina, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 17 more minutes. That's going up past Conway now. It's out of Conway, moving up towards Hickory Grove and Tabor City. That'll be moving up into North Carolina here soon. Ooh, oops. What did I do? We're all crooked now. There we go. Somebody said, I've been waiting all day and no storms. You'll get a storm before the day's over. Charleston, I don't know if you guys will or not. Ephrata. Yeah. St. Augustine getting plumb smacked right now. Look at this. I mean, as you can see so clearly here, big time storm in Florida. We just got a lightning strike that is nonstop, guys. This is a one singular lightning strike. It's not stopping. This is unbelievable.
Can't wait.
No, I think that camera's just broke, actually. Yeah, here we go. Heavy rain, gusty winds, lots of lightning in St. Johns County, Florida. So that's going on out there in the San Augustine area. So you guys need to be watching out for these storms that are continuing to backbuild all the way over towards Spring Hill. Most of the strongest storms right now, though, are out to sea. So if you know any fish out there, let them know that we've got some strong storms forming right now. Gonna have some, water spouts. Current situation is we've got no tornado warnings and 7 severe thunderstorm warnings.
Let's go ahead and go back to our radar. Michael, can we just go back up to the Boston radar? It's starting to rain over Pittsfield.
All right, I'll answer y'all bot this time. How about this? Hello?
We've got 14 viewers asking for a Maryland update, especially around Baltimore and Waldorf. There's an active severe thunderstorm warning in Kent County, Maryland right now.
Okay. Anything else?
It's worth noting that the severe squall line is pushing through that I-95 corridor right now, so Baltimore and those surrounding areas are still seeing some high-intensity weather. Anything else you want to dive into, or should we check on another region?
No, we're good. Thank you. Yeah, so the severe thunderstorm warning does continue over here. Baltimore, you're getting some strong winds right now, but it'll go on for a little while longer, and then it'll calm down. It'll be over. Bel Air, you guys are about to get some strong winds as well. But honestly, the severe thunderstorm warning right here pretty much highlights where we're most concerned about the severe weather. It's going to be moving over the bay here towards Chestertown and Centerville. We get a little bit of a break here in the middle. Newark, you don't have anything interesting coming towards you right now, but that might change as the line gets closer. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, got a nice hit of some strong winds there, and that's going to be moving over towards Coatesville and Westchester next. Yes, this is coming towards Philadelphia, and yes, Philadelphia is under a mesoscale discussion right now and a tornado watch. We're watching for the continuation of the low-end tornado threat for the next hour at least. Somebody said, really? Is this it? Disappointing. Oh man, this has been such a wild feature to add. Getting the comments on the map. You never know what you're going to see. And everybody tells me, "Oh, you need a producer, you need somebody filtering the comments." Why? Why? Like why? Like I want to hear what you guys actually have to say. I don't care. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. I was saying this the other day. I don't know where we were, but it was a similar situation. People were disappointed that their house was fine after the storm for some reason. And I was like, one of these days, if I do this for a long time, let's say that this is something that I do 20 more years or something. One day we will be back here talking about probably the worst storm of your life. Potentially. It's inevitable. There's going to be another big, nasty storm that comes through Baltimore, a memorable storm, a tornado or something like that. But hopefully not, But aren't we glad that's not today? Some people are like, actually, no, it sounds exciting. I'm like, okay, well, I give up with my analogies. Let's see here. Currituck, you guys have got a strong storm coming towards you. A little bit of rotation on that. They allowed the tornado warning in Elizabeth City to drop. Thunder, lightning, and lots of rain. That's what we're hearing about from Elizabeth City. We want to go back to Florida. Okay, let's check in on Spring Hill. Strong storm still moving over here. Somebody asked me about Ocala. The strongest part of your storm is moving out now. You had a 52 mile per hour wind gust. That part of the storm is moving off to your east. I think you guys are probably pretty much done for the day. We still got new blips popping up down here around Orlando. Raining pretty hard underneath them. Down here near Christmas, we got another little blip. Somebody saying we got rain here again. That's going to get stronger as it goes up towards Titusville. None of this stuff is severe right now. The one place where it is severe is over here in San Augustine, where somebody says the winds are pretty strong and it's pouring very hard. That's going to continue for a little while. Let's go back up to Virginia, where we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Virginia Beach with the tornado possible tag. This is going to be for city of Chesapeake and Norfolk and city of Portsmouth. This doesn't necessarily include Virginia Beach, but it's very close on the northwest side. We've got a strong storm coming into this area. We've got to pay attention, and we got to get indoors and away from windows. This is what it looks like out there as it comes in. Once again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for city of Chesapeake, city of Norfolk, city of Portsmouth, city of Virginia Beach in Virginia, Suburban Acres, Windsor Woods, and all these places in Portsmouth are included in that warning. And then there's another warning that was issued just south of Virginia Beach. This one's going to be for Currituck, city of Virginia Beach. But the actual town of Virginia Beach is not under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. You're sandwiched in between those two. This one doesn't have a tornado possible tag on it, but there is some rotation here near Sligo. That's going to go up towards Corey's in the Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge. We do have a powerful line of storms moving through eastern Maryland into Delaware right now. The National Weather Service has an active severe thunderstorm warning for Kent and Queen Anne's counties until 4:30. For anyone traveling in an RV, please remember that manufactured homes and RVs are not the best place to be in these kinds of storms. We're definitely going to have some stronger winds coming through. And then again, we got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag issued here in Norfolk, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, and Virginia Beach. This line's going 55 miles an hour to the north and east, so it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit fast. Somebody said this wind is crazy. It woke me up from my nap. Okay, 13 people are asking for an update in North Carolina. So we're really watching the area east of where this line is. So you see Greenville. Greenville, you got a line of storms hitting you right now. And that is accompanied by a severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for the next 21 minutes. Everywhere east of that line is where we're still watching for the potential for increased probabilities for severe weather. Okay? Now, that does include Jacksonville and New Bern, but the problem with you guys is this big blob of rain here is really keeping instability from raising up. The best place right now, honestly, is out here in this tiny little spot in eastern North Carolina where Jaden Pappenheim is. And even that isn't great, but we have all these little blips down here popping up. We're going to watch those continue to move off to the north and east. We'll see what happens up here around Kill Devil Hills. Somebody says Jaden's driving through my hometown. It's scary. Yeah, these guys have traveled a long ways. Like, some of these people have traveled from their homes in Oklahoma City to be here today. Okay? They've driven that far. They've spent days. They have spent thousands of dollars. They have lost sleep. They have put their lives in danger on the interstates to be in your neighborhood. Because yesterday, I think that we were thinking that this was going to be a much bigger deal. Thank goodness. It's been, so far, it's been an underperforming event. But anyways, yeah, he's over here because that's the best chance to see a big storm right now. Speaking of big storms over here in Columbia, Brandon Montgomery is showing us what that storm looks like in Washington County, North Carolina right now. So I said they took days and spent thousands of dollars to come see rain. Well, that's not what they thought was going to happen.
Where are you at, Red Dave? In Crestwell. Well, that's Columbia.
So yeah, that's strong storm right there. I want to throw Jaden up here as well. Might as well throw Corey Gherkin up there also. Okay, let's go back to Florida real quick. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning again for Palm Beach Gardens. This is a new storm that's just developed here in Palm Beach County. We've got some 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in. This is what it looks like out there in front of it, underneath it, around it, beside it, on top of it. You see, we don't have a lot of rain reaching the ground in a lot of these places yet, but the storm's just now kind of blowing up, and we're about to see that downdraft come down. We'll likely see some 60-mile-per-hour winds here near Riviera Beach. Get ready for that. We are monitoring the situation in Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, everywhere. And we've been on the air now for 6 hours. Yeah, Citrus County, Florida, this warning right here goes on for 2 more minutes. We currently have I repeat, no tornado warnings. We have 8 severe thunderstorm warnings, however.
Oh, James, your batteries are in here, buddy.
New batteries?
Yeah, right here. See?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you buy them?
Walked outside of T-Mobile to
Yeah.
see this in the sky.
What year did you buy them?
I just bought them.
I'm going to say aliens. This is the Pleasant Hill Pentecostal Church in Corinth, Mississippi. This is from last night.
What? For what?
Can you give me a cheese sandwich?
I did not knock it over.
You just had a cheese sandwich, didn't you?
Oh. Peanut butter and jelly?
I'll get you a cheese sandwich. Just
More damage from the Knoxville, Tennessee area from
You want
last
to give me
night.
peanut butter and jelly?
It's okay, I'll make you a cheese. Just give me a second, let me change my pants.
Oh my gosh, dude. How unlucky is this? I'm pretty sure this is the only tree I see knocked down, and it just happened to fall on your truck, which just happened to be parked right here. I'm so sorry this happened. Big time snow up there in Michigan. The county roads being plowed by a loader. 3 foot of snow. That's crazy. More damage from Maury County, Tennessee last night. More damage. Some tree damage out there in Hernando County, Florida. There's a look at the storms coming into Flagler County earlier. 16 inches. More snow out there in Kanawha County, West Virginia. It's pretty much what it looks like here. Wow. We're using the big snow equipment out here to clear the snow. Alyssa, thanks for sending that in. There's a nice look at one of those Sharknadoes. Thank you for sending that in. More damage out here in the Duval County, Florida area. Jacksonville got hit pretty hard, actually. We're buried in snow in Michigan. Storm caused a flagpole to snap and fall on my car. Oh my gosh, Nicole. I'm sorry. This happened. This is unfortunate. I'm sorry. Look at that. The flagpole's right there. Are we going to see it fall? Oh my gosh. There it went. Nicole. Hopefully the car don't have a big dent or scratch on it, but thanks for sending that to us. Here's what the storm looked like as it was coming into Trussdale, Missouri yesterday. Melissa sending us this. And there's some snow in Minnesota. There's that. I watched just time lapse one more time in Orange County, Florida. Can't get enough of it. All right. Come up here to Virginia. We've got an incident on the road out here. Pretty sure this is in some ways weather related because we just had a huge downpour over here. This is between Williamsburg and Newport News on I-64 eastbound. We've got the left lanes blocked. And another storm's coming in, so the rain's about to come down a lot harder. The wind's going to start blowing again here on Interstate 64 south of Gloucester Courthouse. Oh, make sure you guys are ready for that if you're on the roads. Virginia Beach, we are still watching your severe thunderstorm warning come through. Somebody says it's getting rough. Getting rough in Virginia Beach. Or Norfolk.
Well, that needs to be. Well,
No, I gave you cheese, I said.
Flagler County, Florida is now under another severe thunderstorm warning. Palm
Yes.
Coast, get ready. It's coming in.
Tomorrow I'll get it, just like we
We've
did
got a
last
tornado
week.
possible severe thunderstorm warning now.
Well, except for we
A
got
little bit of
some
rotation
yellow
back here
gas.
near Crescent City. That's coming up towards Flagler Beach and Palm
I'll
Coast.
go grab McDonald's,
Get indoors and away from
go
windows.
back, drop you off. and then go
We also have a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Virginia Beach.
Yes.
A little bit of rotation in that just east of our viewer here that says it's thundering and raining and the wind is picking up. Now, look at Corey Gherkin's location. You see these little blips out here? They're a little bit surface-based. You can see the base of one of these storms right now. Man, the last time we was over here, it was a blizzard. You guys remember that? We were live streaming a blizzard over here not too long ago.
That Big Bay area. Wonder if they could do something as they approach the banks from the west. Big roar of thunder out here.
25 viewers want an update on Virginia Beach. We just did that.
just don't want them to happen.
If there are games or something, then I can understand the thought. There's no games.
Definitely spinning on far right here, Corey.
And some of them can't probably.
All right, so we're watching our chasers inspect these storms that are coming up towards the Outer Banks of the Carolinas. That's what we're doing. There's no warnings out here, but we are watching this area very closely for the continued increase in severe weather. Greenville, South Carolina, by the way, you're getting hit right now. Severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect for Kent and Queen Anne's counties over here in Maryland. Chestertown, the line's coming towards you right now. Somebody said, I'm just happy to hear so far it's just thunderstorms. Tornado is something I don't need. Yeah, I don't think that you got anything to worry about as far as the tornado goes where you are. Chestertown, same for you. The wind's starting to pick up here and it's getting dark outside. All right, let's go back down here to North Carolina. Got an SLC right here. Scary looking cloud.
I mean, it could be on that tip.
Look at that, it's moving fast.
I think that's a legit funnel right there.
It might be. I see a little bit of rotation in there.
It definitely is. It's trying to come down right now.
To give you some context as to exactly what we're looking at here, let me go pull up the radar. We are zooming into this little storm that's going by them right now. There's actually some more rotation in some of the storms farther to the south. So if they stay where they are, they're probably going to see several of these funnels go by. One of them might actually produce a water spout or a tornado. That's what they're looking for right now. The stuff back here towards Greenville is not looking as tornadic, but it is producing potentially up to 1 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds on its way into Kinston and Greenville right now. Coming back down to Florida. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Palm Beach Gardens. And this is what it looks like out there. A very heavy downpour, lots of lightning, some hail is associated with that as well. Kent County, Maryland, 36 minutes left on this. The storm honestly looks like it's losing steam, but it's still producing some wind gusts. You got to get indoors and away from windows. North Carolina, once again, 6 minutes remains on this. They might issue a new warning that goes out to Washington, North Carolina for that. Then we also have Flagler County, Florida, under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And then Currituck, North Carolina, and Virginia out there in Virginia Beach. On the southeast side, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning, but the northern side, we no longer have that. It's just raining heavily right now in Norfolk. And that's what's going to continue to happen for the next little bit. We do have more storms back here to the west, so we'll keep watching those. But the strongest storm on the board right now, I mean, it's got to be this, this stuff going up through Currituck, and then of course the stuff that's out to sea over here. Let's go over to Dare County, North Carolina. They did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this. Dare and Hyde counties. Severe thunderstorm warning for the next 1 hour and 5 minutes. That does include Kill Devil Hills and Manteo. This is what it looks like out there on the Nags Head Pier. Yeah, it's a pretty good storm out there in Palm Beach. Coming back to look at some of the damage in Tennessee from yesterday. There's one of those flying trampolines. Now, I don't know how far that one went, but that probably came from pretty far away, to be honest. It literally got picked up by a tornado. We did get an update from the Storm Prediction Center. We no longer have a moderate risk. They have let the moderate risk go, and we still have an enhanced risk for portions of South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, up into Maryland, and a little bit of southeast Pennsylvania. Yeah, it takes a little bit for my map to update. But just keep this in mind that we had a moderate risk here. The next update, whenever it comes through, we've shaved a lot of that off, and we just got an enhanced risk, like right in here pretty much. Yeah, it seems like yesterday should have been the moderate risk day. Hey, listen, the Storm Prediction Center are the best in the business. Every year you get one or two events that don't go as planned in a big way. This might count as one of those, honestly, and I think that we should be thankful for that. If we live out here, especially if you're a resident, you don't want to be picking up the pieces after a big storm. You know what I'm saying? In County, Maryland, your warning continues for 31 more minutes. And then North Carolina, this storm right here is still going in Duplin and Greene counties for 1 more minute. We'll see if they issue another severe thunderstorm warning for that. Let's go over here to the current situation. We've got no tornado warnings, 6 severe thunderstorm warnings. And even the amount of reports that we're getting, that's going down a little bit, like the amount of reports. Heck on it. Hold on, I'm reading. By the way, in some of the same places we had tornado warnings last night, we are dealing with snow right now. This is what it looks like out there in Rogersville, Tennessee. This is out there in Brown County, Wisconsin. Tony Bloom, thanks for sending that in. More damage out there. This is from Casey. A tree fell on the house at the end of our street. 24 inches out there in Dickinson County. Thunderstorms and strong wind gusts. Oh, is this the flagpole that hit the car? Brandon, thanks for sending that in. 4 inches of snow out there in Baraboo. Is that how you say it? Somerset is dealing with snow right now. That's Somerset, Kentucky. Yes. High winds from March 13th blew over our old TV antenna pole. Snow in Rome, Georgia. Okay, here's an update. Darkening clouds and increasing amounts of rain and heavy winds out there in Florida. Thank you, Maple, for sending this in. Heavy snow in Alabama. Here's what it looked like at 1:45 p.m. in Bimble, Kentucky, and here's what it looked like in 3:45. More major tree damage from the wind last night. Man, it's pretty active out there. That's for sure. Today has been underwhelming, I guess, for the most part. We've had some strong storms, but thankfully we're not dealing with as much as what we saw yesterday. How are you guys feeling, chat? How are we doing? We got 40,000 people hanging out with us here as we continue to watch these storms approach Palm Coast and Bunnell. How's everybody feeling out there? We've been live now for 6 hours and 17 minutes. How do we send pictures? RyanHallYall.com/submit.
Oh, by the way, the reason why I think it will be downgraded to either a thread or a hand twist. Because of the crowd. Just remember when you have a heads up.
Behind that, you do have more rain coming and potentially a couple more storms. We're not done yet in Virginia Beach. Strong storms are moving out of the Palm Beach area right now. You got 12 minutes left on your severe thunderstorm warning. Here's what it looks like on the grid. Heavy rain in a lot of different places in Florida. That's pretty much the gist. Son. People are asking for a check-in on Virginia. We've got this small area of storms that we're still pretty concerned about in Virginia and North Carolina, and that does include a very small portion of the southeast side of Virginia Beach. We're watching some broad rotation here near Currituck, moving up towards the Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge. Most of Virginia Beach, especially up there towards Norfolk, Newport News, I think you guys are fine. We're going to have some rain for the rest of the day. We might have some stronger bursts of wind, especially whenever this comes through. But for the most part, we're all right. Is that QLCS still at play? I do think that you will have another burst of wind and rain. I don't know if it'll be severe at this point. You did, by the way, you just got a flash flood warning for your area. That's going to be for Chesapeake and Portsmouth, south of Newport News. flash flood warning just issued. That's the first one that we've had in this whole thing. We've got 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, 1 flash flood warning right now. Let me zoom out and show everybody what's going on. Our huge storm continues. A lot of the heavy rain and the storms are moving out to sea. Some of the strongest parts of the storm are just now working into the Philadelphia area. You've got this line of storms coming towards you. Right now, it's below severe limits. You'll get that coming through, and then there might be another line back here that comes through a little bit later with a strong gust of wind. But the severe weather threat is somewhat diminishing. It's not completely gone away, but it's somewhat diminishing as we go later into the day. I think we're pretty much done in Raleigh, down to Columbia, Florence, up there to Greensboro, Staunton, Richmond, Washington, D.C. I think that you guys are for the most part done. We'll watch this line right here. If this starts back building, if we see it getting, longer, there might be another burst of wind and rain later, but the severe weather for the most part seems like it's over. We do have a heavy burst of snow coming in after this. This is what it looks like here at the weather house right now. It's been snowing all day. It's about to get even heavier. That will also continue to move east. We're going to see some snow tonight in Pittsburgh. We're going to see that continue into Virginia. And yes, even you guys up here in the Northeast will see some snow out of this. We're going to continue to see lake effect and lake enhanced snow out here in Indiana, Ohio, down into Tennessee. Way down into Georgia, we still have snow showers coming through. By the way, Jennifer is out chasing these snow squalls. Look at this. Half an inch of snow up there near Moorhead. How about that? We now have 2 flash flood warnings. They just issued an
Alright, we're gonna go move on, and we're gonna move on to some of these. So thanks so much, Ryan Hall. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I want to thank Ryan Hall for broadcasting with me today. We do have some flood warnings for rivers. You're going for the river at Hope Valley. And then you have 2 flood warnings until further notice. One for the Pawtuxet River at Cranston, and one for the Taunton River at Bridgewater. And then you have one for the Sudbury River at Saxonville that will be in Chautauqua City. And that's actually going to probably be the conclusion of this. Good night. But I think that's going to conclude this watch. But wait, I think there's some more coming up. So just please stand by. I'll be back in about 5-ish, so I'll be with you in a little bit. See you then.